Cheers and welcome, my friends. I'm Drak, and we are playing or trying Kim, the game by Secret Games Company, based on the novel of Rudyard Kipling with the same name, set in 19th century India. And we've just made our way over here to Simla. I think that is a hill over there. It doesn't really have anything to do with the name, I guess. Yeah, we're here to meet one of the British operatives of the British Secret Service. Oh, well, there wasn't really a British Secret Service per se, but each of the different parts of the British military forces had their own Secret Service. So there was a naval intelligence service, and then there was the army intelligence, and then you had what else? I think the government had their own intelligence service as well, sort of for domestic affairs, and it was all a bit of a hodgepodge. At least if Patrick O'Brian is to be believed, in his Aubrey Maturin novels, there's quite a bit about sort of naval intelligence in the well, it's the 18th century and not the 19th. Well, yeah, sort of 1790 and onwards, Napoleonic era, and sort of the animosities between the naval intelligence and the army intelligence sort of caused problems for people, for the British. From time to time. So I wonder what part we are in, if this is the army intelligence. I guess so. But yeah, so we're here and we have been tasked to find a person with a shop on there. Lurgan Sahib. Visit Lurgan Sahib's shop. We also brought our guy over here. That must be Lurgan Sahib. Yes. Okay, he's selling a skeleton key. That's interesting. For a lot more money than I can afford. We have Sadhu body paint, pot of the paint, body paint worn by Sadhu holy men. We have a devil dance mask, garishly painted wooden mask from Tibet. Lapis lazuli ring, a ring with a polished blue stone flecked with gold. Oh, and Mughal pendant, old necklace with a K. Of precious stones in the Mughal style. We had a guy that wanted us to bring some jewelry. I doubt that we'll be able to actually do that right now, but this would have been the place to go. That's good to know, actually. Skeleton key would be immensely useful. Key that opens any lock almost immediately if used dexterously. It's good to know that it is rather expensive, but that you can get it here. If I were to start a new game, maybe a full let's play doing this whole thing, I would do many things very differently. But yeah, let's talk with him. Lurgan Sahib. Kim stepped inside. The shopkeeper was counting to himself, stringing pearl after pearl so quickly that Kim could scarcely follow his fingers. Behind him, ghost daggers and prayer wheels from Tibet, turquoise and raw amber necklaces, green jade bangles, curiously packed, incense sticks in jars crusted over with raw garnets, Russian samovars with turquoises on the lid and a wall full of peacock blue draperies, gilt figures of Buddha and little portable lacquer altars, eggshell china sets in quaint octagonal cane boxes, yellow ivory crucifixes, carpets in dusty bales, Persian water jugs for the hands after meals, dull copper incense burners, neither Chinese nor Persian, with friezes of fantastic devils running around them, tarnished silver belts that knotted like raw hide, hairpins of jade, ivory, and plasma, arms of all sorts and kinds, and 1,000 other oddments were cased or piled or merely thrown into the room. Right, sounds like a bit of a chaos. I'm Kim. He looked fixedly at Kim for a full half-minute. The pupils of the eye dilated and closed to pinpricks, as if at will. There was a fakir by the Taksali gate who had just this gift and made money by it. Do not be afraid. Why should I fear? Kim looked him over. Oh, he liked that, I guess. Kim looked him over out of the corners of his eyes. He was a Sahib, in that he wore Sahib's clothes. The accent of his Urdu, the intonation of his English, showed that he was anything but a Sahib. He seemed to understand what moved in Kim's mind ere the boy opened his mouth, and he took no pains to explain himself. "Do you want a drink?" Kim nodded. Lurgan Sahib, 15 feet off, laid one hand on the jar. Next instant it stood at Kim's elbow, full to within half an inch of the brim, the white cloth only showing by a small wrinkle where it had slid into place. "Wah! This is magic!" Lurgan Sahib's smile showed that the compliment had gone home. Okay, so he is at least a vain man, I guess. Throw it back. It will break. I say, throw it back. Kim pitched it at random. It fell short and crashed into 50 pieces, while the water dripped through the rough veranda boarding. I said it would break. All one. Look at it. First the big piece shall join itself to two others on the right and the left. On the right and the left. Look. Lurgan Sahib laid one hand gently on his neck. To save his life, Kim could not have turned his head. The light touch held him as in a vice, and his blood tingled pleasantly through him. There was one large piece of the jar, where there had been three, and above them the shadowy outline of the entire vessel. He could see the veranda through it, but it was thickening and darkening with each beat of his pulse. Yet the jar, how slowly the thoughts came! The jar had been smashed before his eyes. Another wave of prickling fire raced down his neck as Lurgan Sahib moved his hand. Look, it's coming into shape. With an effort like that of a swimmer before sharks, who hurls himself half out of the water, his mind leaped up from a darkness that was swallowing it. The shadow outline of the jar cleared like a mist after rubbing eyes. There were the broken shards, there was the spilled water drying in the sun. Kim wrenched his head aside. Look, Deco! It is there as it was there. It is there as it was there, but you are the first of many who has ever seen it so. Was that more magic? No, that was not magic. It was only to see if there was a flaw in a jewel. Sometimes very fine jewels will fly all to pieces if a man holds them in his hand and knows the proper way. That is why one must be careful before one sets them. I am pleased with you. You are the first that ever saved himself. You may stay here whenever you like. Next week you can meet a special friend of mine. Will you come? Of course I'll come again in a few days. Okay, so we met the man. Very interesting encounter. We do have a score where we can sort of see the opinion of important people of us. And yeah, Lurgan is in there, next to Creighton and Mahbub. We never met Babu though, which is interesting. I'm not sure where he comes in. Our score is alright at 360, but we didn't really make too much out of the time that we have. You can see that it is sort of slowly going up here, but I did myself no favors with accidentally murdering a person while trying to help the people. And yeah, I spent a half year in jail. I think if you take the other things where I got caught stealing and all that, we might actually have a year of just spending in jail. Just not time that was well used. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. This is still the shop, right? We can't buy the skeleton key, although the price went down because he likes me now. That is something. Yeah, that is something. It's not gonna help me too much though. We'll have a meeting with the mysterious Lurgan Sahib. Visit Lurgan Sahib's shop. Do we have anything else to do? I mean, I could just move into the hill states and sort of visit Tibet. That might be interesting. Why not actually? Why not? Let's see what that guy has to sell. Oh yeah, that is a an outfit trader again. British outfit. It's only 36. Like, cause that guy is poor. We're one away from being able to afford a British outfit. That's a shame. Okay then, well, we're gonna beg for some food. That's for certain. Hello! Oh, yeah, we can't talk about Simla. Maybe he's gonna like us more. 19% less money is what he wants. Why are there so many sahibs here? Simla is the summer residence of the government of India. The great and the good came to escape the heat of the plains. Come to escape the heat of the plains. And perform at the theatre. You can buy things and meet people you won't find anywhere else. That is, if you can afford it. What a place! Let's beg for the llama. I am Chella to a great and wise holy man. You may acquire merit by feeding us. We will be blessing you in a restaurant. Welcome. We're happy to accept. The blessing never hurt anyone. So we gain some rice. That's nice. He's a generous man from his traits, so that's pretty good for us. I think that is there's a Muslim mosque. What's that one? Can't do anything over here. That's a villa. Yeah, we can only get into these with a skeleton key as a Muslim woman. Oh, I'm getting sick. Right? Yeah, crap. Where's it? I think the next doctor is in Delhi or in Lahore. That's real bad. That's really bad. Definitely gotta eat something. And I think I'm gonna throw in some spinach into the mix as well. We're very, very fatigued. I thought we could sleep with him. That was at least my impression. Dexterous. Long, nimble fingers and a deft touch. What's that? The Gaiety Theatre, the home of Simla Society's favorite diversion, the Amateur Dramatic Club. Hello, are you here to be a stagehand? Stagehands, yes. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. Perhaps you could come again another time? I don't think you're quite delicate enough on your feet. You need to be able to creep around back there, you see? Maybe when you're a little older. Okay, so that basically tells me that we haven't passed some sort of attribute check, I guess. Ask the letter writer if you heard any bizarre gossip that might be profitable to share. I never did that. I actually might just buy one. What rumor has the bizarre whispering this week? Sahibs were discussing an engineer who lost his marbles in the desert south of Bikaner. He came back raving about a village of the dead. Kim's eyes lighten up. Find Morobi. Thank you. I will look into this myself. What about you? British doctor. Portly, observant. What's that thing? The Sanawar Military. Composed of several detached buildings, consisting of schoolrooms, with dormitories for both boys and girls, and workshops with models of machinery. The boys wear a tunic and leather helmets, rather a Russian-like costume, and in appearance look sickly, puny, and inanimate, but have innate predilection to become soldiers. Some have entered the government public offices, but have failed to distinguish themselves. The girls have a much better appearance than the boys, and it is to be hoped are taught to perform the household duties in an efficient manner, which most assuredly was the wish and intention of their most exemplary and good founder, the late excellent Sir Henry Lawrence, who expended almost all his private resources in founding and maintaining this noble institution for the education and support of the orphans of British soldiers in India. Bradshaw's Handbook to the Bengal Presidency. So that is the other place we could have gone to school, which seems to be the second branch of this. A quiet school with a solemn gatekeeper stood watch. Gonna enter. Who are you then? Is this the military orphanage? The gatekeeper grunted his assent. There was a priest from the army. He said I could come here. My father, he's dead. He was in the army. Who's this priest then? Father Victor. Father Victor, was it? I know him. All right then. You better come with me. Thank you. The llama will go to Saharanpur. Yeah, let's go to the school. Kim was whisked inside and subjected to a battery of indecencies, none rivaling the humiliation of being deloused, to the undisguised mirth of several young onlookers. Here, put this on. There you go. Don't slouch. Kim was finally left in a Spartan dormitory, wondering what exactly he'd got himself into. "O'Hara, tidy yourself up. This isn't a holiday. I want those shoes to shine." "Yes, sir." Kim stuck to the rules as best he could, but he was miserable. At least the daily grind of work, meals and sleep did him some good. "You need to pull your weight, O'Hara. What's it going to be this term?" Caretaker, office assistant, kitchen hand. I don't know. Office assistant, I guess. We're already a little booksy. The school's cramped office was a dull place for a boy to sit waiting for an errand. Yeah, we gained 1 intelligence. And 1 stealth. Nice. The school's cramped office was a dull place for a boy to sit waiting for an errand, but it opened a window on the many little dramas amongst its faculty. One evening, as he was leaving, Kim saw an unopened parcel neglected by the door. We didn't steal the other thing. I'm gonna steal this one though. Kim stooped down and grabbed the long parcel before ducking around a corner to examine it. Kim concealed it in his clothes and scuttled back to his dorm. Kim bore the remainder of the term well enough, but began to look forward longingly to the freedom of the road again. "Leaving, are you, O'Hara? Remember what we taught you here, and you'll get by. You can come back again in the future if you wish. Goodbye, sir." Okay. Right, so what do we get from this? We lost some money. I'm not sure why. But we got a British outfit. A British suit, as you might wear to the club. Policemen will go easy on you. We should not be caught begging in that one though, I think. Ooh, cuts travel time by 30% in hill states, Ladakh and Champa. That's pretty nifty. That's pretty nifty. And we're also full on health. We're not very happy, but I mean, that's maybe expected too much. Okay. Right. Let's talk with this guy. Yeah, he's willing to sell me the skeleton key for the asking price. That's nice. I'm not able to actually buy it, but still, I've come back. Kim peered behind the shop's curtain and smelled the temples of the east. A whiff of musk, a puff of sandalwood, and a breath of sickly jasmine oil caught his opened nostrils. "Kim, excellent. I'm expecting someone who would like to meet you." Holy cow. Just gotta take a sip of my juice over here so that I can get through this. Kim stayed for a most mad few days, but enjoyed himself too much to reflect on their craziness. There were small Rajahs, escorts coughing in the veranda, who came to buy curiosities. There were ladies in search of necklaces, and men in search of the ladies. Envoys from independent courts, whose ostensible business was the repair of broken necklaces. Rivers of light poured out upon the table, but whose true end seemed to be to raise money for angry Maharanis or young Rajas. There were gatherings of long-coated theatrical natives who discussed metaphysics in English and Bengali, to Mr. Lurgan's great edification. At the end of the day, Kim was expected to give a detailed account of all that he had seen and heard, his view of each man's character, as shown in his face, talk and manner, and his notions of his real errand. On the last night, lying on a worn teakwood couch, Lurgan Sahib explained how each case dressed, talked, walked, coughed, spat, or sneezed, and since hows matter little in this world, the why of everything. They played a game. Thinking they are going to play Kim's game, which is something that is being played to this day by Boy Scouts and the like, where you sort of pour stuff into different objects from a bowl onto a table or something, and tell people that they should remember as much as possible for, let's say, 5 minutes. Then you pack the stuff away and they have to write down what they saw, and the person who has the most details right wins the game. Dress as a dacoit prowling the roads at night. The shop was full of all manner of clothes and turbans. Oh, so we're not gonna play Kim's game. Okay, that's fine. Kim returned in the stealthiest attire he could find. Excellent, you would pass quite unseen. Now transform as quickly as you can to a visiting prince of Mysore. Kim changed as speedily as he could. Good work. Change like that, and you could hide in plain sight. Lurgan Sahib laughed immensely, and begged Kim to stay as he was until a hulking Babu entered. Stock-hinged legs shaking with fat. Kim opened on him with a shower of wayside chaff. Lurgan Sahib, this annoyed Kim, watched the Babu and not the play. I think, said the Babu heavily, lighting a cigarette, I am of opinion that it is most extraordinary and efficient performance. Except that you had told me I should have opined that you were pulling my legs. How soon can he become approximately efficient chainman? Because then I shall indent for him. Order him to be jolly damn quick. And he swung out with the gait of a bogged cow. What do you suppose that was? Who do you suppose that was? God knows. That is true, God, he knows, but I wish to know what you think. Kim glanced sideways at his companion, whose eye had a way of compelling truth. I do not understand how he can wear many dresses and talk many tongues. You will understand many things later. It is noticeable that he has no name, but only a number and a letter. That is a custom among us. And is there a price upon his head? Not yet, but if someone was to betray him, they might take away a belt full of rupees. How many? 500. 1,000, as many as they might ask for. And for how long might such a person live after the news was told? Ah, that is to be well thought of. Perhaps if he were very clever, he might live out the day, but not the night. By no means the night. Then what is the Babu's pay if so much is put upon his head? The pay is the least part of the work. From time to time men are born, and you are one of them, who have a lust to go abroad at the risk of their lives and discover news. Today it may be of far-off things, tomorrow of some hidden mountain, and the next day of some nearby men who have done a foolishness against the state. These souls are few, very few, and of these few no more than 10 are of the best. Among these 10 I count the Babu. Alright, that's a lot to take in, and a lot to read out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do up here now. Oh, we will be able to buy this very, very cheaply now. 154. If only I could get my hands on some more money. I mean, I could try to break into houses. There's only a villa over here. There's a boarding house over here. Okay, we won't be able to get into there. That's not something that I could do. I couldn't pick that lock. Lock with a flimsy padlock, which any pick could break. Nobody is at home. I doubt that I'll be able to break into this during daytime. It does not at all look like a thing I can do. Well, maybe. Let's see how it goes. If we're lucky, if we're very lucky. Yeah, okay, we only got some spinach. That's not gonna help us too much, at least. I'm gonna eat the spinach so that our health goes up a little. There's a British businessman. I can have a conversation with him about old beans. Ah! Hello, old bean. Where can a young fellow get a gin and tonic? That is hilarious. The Gymkhana Club at Delhi makes the finest drinks this side of Suez. Bottoms up, eh? Nice one. Ernest Chatham's opinion, +5. I have unlocked visit the Gymkhana Club. Yeah, it is as I thought. I have to get some some stuff there. Stealthy, speedy, special, composed. What? Are these our traits? Are these our traits? Our intelligence is rather high, actually. We still only have the folding lohar, but we have the Hindu outfit and the British outfit. I doubt that I can bag in the British outfit. I could try it, though. Let's try it. Oh, I've reduced prices. Maharaj, my father is dead. My mother is dead. My stomach is empty. Can you offer a small morsel to a poor boy? Do not pester me, boy. Okay, yeah. If I had bagged in a Hindu outfit, I might have been let off a little bit easier. I mean, I can buy rice and curry at a reasonable price, so I'm gonna buy a bunch of rice. Yeah, I'm gonna buy more rice, like this. And then I don't really have anything to do. I mean, the llama is back in Saharanpur. I do have to deliver the serving equipment to Bikaner. Visit the Gymkhana Club. I'm not sure if I want to keep the British outfit. Policeman will go easy on you. No, I'm gonna equip the Hindu outfit. It is easier to move about like that, I think. Well, I think I'm gonna end this series here. I mean, we still have 270 days left. It could be a lot more if I hadn't gotten caught stealing and killing people and all that. So that is definitely a thing. But I would have to travel a long way down there to Bikaner to bring the equipment to the giant priest. I would have to set up things very differently. I mean, this is a roguelike game, so the game is designed to do that, so that you can follow different paths and do different things and all that, and really become a master at the game. I think it is a beautifully done game. You can definitely see that there went a lot of love into the game, and I do appreciate that, I gotta say. Art style is beautiful, music is great, and I also find the game very interesting. I mean, there's a bit of a dissonance between Kim being sort of the friend of all the world and he stealing and even able to kill people and all that. But I mean, you have to put some form of gameplay in there, and it does work very well. It is definitely fun, and it can be quite stressful, as being a child on the street at these times must have been. So that's very interesting. I think I'm going to end this series here. If you should be interested in a full let's play of the game, then let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the game. I would definitely recommend it. I did enjoy my time with it greatly, and yeah, if you enjoyed the series, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me in the comments. And if you want to see more role-playing games that we're going to go through in depth, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I do hope that you join me in one of my other series. Thanks, and bye-bye.